In this video, we're going to do some of the line feature extraction. It's actually going to be the overhead lines. So what's cool is this is the Briarwood substation. This is actually the substation that powers my house and my neighborhood. I collected this back in, ooh, Lord, it was probably late 2016, 2017, and posted some photos on LinkedIn. Trimble wound up seeing it. So like this is Women's Hospital over here, the building. I did like 4 setups around the substation. I posted this on LinkedIn. Trimble saw it and asked for the data set. And literally, this is the data set they used to train the classify regions model to extract the power lines. So we'll go in here. We'll make it a little easier. I'll go from a top-down view, a plan view. Let's look at it. I don't know. You can do the polygon. Just select around. We can do this fold too. I can select this area here, and there's a tool right here that says keep in. So this helps me kind of hide a lot of the other stuff, so I don't pick points behind the point cloud. It just makes it easier to work with some of the stuff. Nothing is deleted, it's just hidden. All we have to do is hit this restore all, and it will go back to showing us everything. So we'll go into the extract line feature tool, and there's this overhead lines selection. So what it wants you to do first is basically select the poles. So you're selecting basically the starting points of where it's going to look, where the line's attached to. And then you can go and actually select the line. So we can manually do this. So if I select it, it highlights it for us. I can just go ahead here and say extract. It's going to run through, snaps it to both of the poles. What I can do is, sorry, the P pauses my video. So name this as power line. I actually have a power line layer. We can go here and select another line as well. So this one goes to both of the poles. Go here, say extract. So you notice how it goes. So once you're happy with it, I'm just showing the manual way to do it. I can say create lines. So now, if I close this out, you'll see if I turn off power lines, now I actually have a 3D line string that connects both the poles. So I guess while I'm doing this, I can show the measure line clearance tool. So this is new as well. Measure the vertical clearance. So we can do clearance up or down. So I'm going to do down. So I can go here and just pick the point on the line. It'll go down to the ground surface, give me a clearance. Same thing up here for the top. We can save these as well. And if you wanted to do this quick and dirty, we can turn the power lines off. You can actually just use the point cloud. And I'll show this from one of the other lines that are right here. So it's calculating straight down for us, giving this a deal. So even if you had, say, like a bridge clearance or something like that, you could do a clearance up. So you could touch on the ground and it'll show you the lowest clearance if you're having to fit equipment through somewhere. So that's how you do this, the vertical clearance. I'm going to show you one more way of extracting these power lines. So say restore all. And then I'll go here to plan view again. So let's look. Let's try to do here. Let's see. Polygon select. We can go around this guy. Let's give this pole 2. And we'll say keep in. Go here to my 3D view. So now I have these big transmission lines out here. So these have multiple lines associated with them. We'll use the same tool and show some of the other features with it as well. So same thing, we're going to do some starting points. So we'll just say it's that cross member. essentially this cross member, I can go here and I can say, select me a line. We'll start with that one. So I can go and run through and do the same thing I did with those other two and just say extract. But you can also start modifying some of these search parameters. So this makes it look further around the line. You got to watch how big it is, especially if it's congested, because it can get confused if the lines are too close together. This is the search tool. Depending on how sparse some of the parts are, you can tell it to go and look. And then you also have this box here for adjacent search. So I can go here and make this bad boy cover this whole area and say find. So I don't have to click on all of these. You see how I put the little crosshairs for these lines? And then I can go here and say extract. So it runs through the best it can until it breaks some of these parameters. So once it doesn't reach these search limits, and then it comes up with this little peach box here. We can go in here and say select next point. I can go here and just say that guy, say extract, let it finish through, find the next peach one. We'll just say that point. We'll say extract. Watch that one come all the way through. And pretty much that found all of them for the area. And then say we have this lower lines as well we could do. But I can do the same thing here. We'll say power line. I'm not going to do the capital P because it makes my video pause. Put it on the same layer and then say create lines. So if I turn that layer back on, we can see all those guys. So just that fast, we were able to create, what is that? Oh Lord, it's hard to see. My eyes are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 lines roughly. Just that quick. So all of these, let me escape out of here. We will turn all this guy off. So you can go here and just select all these guys, go to our export tab again. And since it's 3D line work, we can just go into CAD. We can do a DWG, DXF. We can spit it out to SketchUp if you want. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different exports for this, but DWG, DXF are going to be your two biggest ones for line work out of TVC. So that's pretty easy. Using the overhead line tool and then using the measure clearance tool as well, you can quickly extract the data. Let me do restore all so I can get everything back, and I'll turn my substation back on. So that's that tool.